everyone, and welcome to another video in my vlog series. Today I'm taking my first steps into 2020, and what better way to do this than make a New Year's resolution, as has become tradition on this channel. So as some of you may know, or if you've seen my 2019 recap vid, it didn't exactly go perfect in 2019, but that isn't going to stop me from trying to do better in 2020. If you haven't seen that video though, make sure to go check it out. The video link will be in the description and somewhere on the screen probably at some point, but regardless, moving forward I am going to do so much better. I'm going to work even harder. So before we get started though, if you could check out the sub button if you want to get notifications as well, hit that notification bell. Entirely optional, but only feel free to do it if you want to. It's just I know YouTube can be a little bit dodgy with notifications and people are missing out on my videos and asking about it. So if you're interested in seeing my stuff, make sure to go consider using those features. You can also follow me on social media and a few other locations for some extra content and behind the scenes stuff, as well as alerts on my content. But without further ado, let's get started. So here we are. This came around really quick. I can't believe 2020 happened. It only feels like yesterday that 2019 was starting, but oh well, let's get going. So just to quickly recap my system and how I do it, I set my resolution into categories. Within those categories are individual goals. This helps keep me focused and gives me a way to score how well I did and enabled me to do the recap at the end of the year. This year I am keeping things simple and I am reusing the categories from 2019, which are as follows. Number 1, health. Number 2, family and home. 3, relationships and friends. And 4, charade gaming. And 5, work and interests. Without further ado, let's break these down. So starting with health. Carrying on with last year's one, I need to get on top of my meds. I only did this in part, so I wish to continue this and get better at it. Secondly, I want to work on my stress levels. Although I made big milestones on doing that in 2019, I feel it's important to keep that up and not have any setbacks with it, so I'm going to include that this year. Third, improving on the takeaway situation. I'm going to force myself to eat better and cut the takeaways down to 1 every 6 months. So that is literally only 2 a year. So that's going to be difficult, but I think I can do it. Next, I want to go walking more, which is something I've actually been really enjoying throughout 2019, but I really feel I need to do more. And tying into walking more, I want to lose weight. I've had a bit of a setback with it in 2019. I'm about 15 stone, 9 pounds at the moment, but my target's to lose about 4 to 6 stone in 2020. I know it's doable because I know in 2018 I went from about 22 stone down to about 15, I think it was. So I know it's doable. Obviously I want to lose it steady so I don't end up with excess skin, so we'll have to see how things go, but I definitely want to have lost some weight at the very minimum. But I'm going to set myself a bottom end of the target, be 4 stone. Next is family and home, and well, again, improving on last year and keeping things pretty consistent. I want to keep working on spending more time with mum. I don't feel I achieved this in 2019. I need to support my dad with his work more. Absolutely. I want to get this bloody office tidy. It's still an absolute tip. I know this has been like 3 years running now, but I'm going to get this office sorted one way or another. As extra as well, on top of what I had last year, I want to spend some more time with my brother. And I also want to assist with the tidying of the home and try and make some progress there, because I know that's really important to my family. Moving into friends and relationships, I wish to, again, continue applying the no BS policy and continue building more bridges both online and offline and develop more friendships. I'm also going to carry on with going out once a week, and I'm going to continue on working on my relationship with Josh and being a good and supportive partner to him. I also want to spend more time with Josh where possible. Likewise, I'm also going to try and continue to build a good, healthy relationship with Josh's children. And again, continue to work on learning to love and trust again. Heading into part 4, charade gaming stuff. I'm going to try and be realistic here, but hopefully we can do a bit more. We'll see. Fingers crossed. As far as the streams are concerned, I'd like to do 1 to 2 days a week. Just get that as the baseline to get sorted, and we'll see how we go from there. Secondly, YouTube. My target is 4 uploads per week. I think that's doable based on what I've been doing for the last kind of 6 months, but it's keeping it up in tandem with everything else that I've got concern about, and I want to get the quality up there, but more on that in a minute. Third, website updates. We've got to get that theme sorted, and I've got some bugs to fix. I'm setting that as the bare minimum for the website, just because I'm thinking about a bit of a major rework, so that may impact on other factors. So bear with me on that one. But I have some ideas. Next, as far as community content is concerned, I would like to have the occasional party game stream from time to time. I'm not going to guarantee these will be once a month, because I think that's a little unrealistic with that stream schedule. But I am looking to do some more co-op YouTube content, and I'd love to do some other collaborations. So if you're a YouTuber or a streamer out there and you'd be interested in collabing with me, let me know. I will be reaching out to a few people, and I'm just looking forward to, you know, spending some time with people gaming and just enjoying it with other people rather than being so isolated all the time. Next, event nights. Now, I know I completely colossally screwed up on that, but I would like to do Halloween, Christmas and birthday. Hopefully I'm not ill for it and there's not other complications, but those are my 3 targets. If I can do 2 of the 3, I will be quite happy. I'd like to aim for 3 of 3 though, so let's see how we can do. And then finally, I know my editing skills and the production value is going up on the channel, but I know there's a long way to go. I'm by no means an expert by any stretch of the imagination, so I think a good example of where I've improved over 2019 has been the Hitman series. I've gone from just straight uploads of just gameplay as is to inserting a little bit more of humour and editing and adding sound effects and just being dorky and silly with it. And I think it's really working, because I seem to get positive response from you guys with, you know, with regards to it. I know the implementation of it could be better, don't get me wrong, and I don't think it's still quite got the full flavour of my sense of humour in there, but I am working on it, and I think it's come a long way. If you guys haven't seen that series though and want to know what I'm talking about, or give me some feedback on it, I would really appreciate it. So if you could go head over to my Hitman Let's Play and just take like episode 1, maybe the Mumbai episode, and then maybe one of the more recent ones like the Isle of the Gale or the Undying or something of that nature, or even the Maldives one, which will be coming out in a couple of weeks time. If that, it may already be up actually. Yeah, it should be up actually by the time this spins up, thinking about it. But yeah, if you could just have a look, just a little bit of your time, guys, I would really, really appreciate it. If you could just give me your thoughts in terms of how it's moved on, I would really, really appreciate it. I want to kind of apply a similar type of approach to other Let's Play style content that I do. I also want to be doing more of the reviews and stuff, so I'm going to aim to try and have one of either the review or Kickstarter out each month. You know, again, these are the more high production quality videos as far as I'm concerned, and they're definitely the more time consuming, but I really love doing them, and again, they seem to be the videos you guys prefer, so that's kind of what I'm going to focus on a bit more, and less of these generic Let's Plays that I've been putting up, because although you guys seem to like them, I think there's definitely a push towards that review content that you guys seem to prefer, and the edited Let's Plays per se. Finally, section 5, guys, working interests. So I have got to get that job, and I gotta keep it. I'm gonna make that a stipulation of achieving this little section. I want to aim for about 14 hours a week, but right now the priority is just having that job and keeping it, to be quite frank. Secondly, I want to save some money. I'm going to set a more realistic target based on my current income situation, so at least I have a baseline to work to, but obviously I would want to save more if I did rectify the job situation, so I'm going to set that target at £250. Thirdly, I want to continue enjoying that game workshop hobby, and by actually getting around to some bloody painting for once. Now, I know I'm realistically not going to be able to buy any more models or do much outside of maybe buy the magazine once every so often. So for me, unless the job situation changes, it's really going to be about engaging with the online material and reading the magazines predominantly, and actually doing the painting of the models I actually have. I do need a couple of paints, but I think with my budget I can probably just get the couple of ones that I'm missing, and then I should be set to actually get on and paint some of those stuff. So that should be good, I should be fine. Next, again, continue with Dungeons and Dragons. It's fun, it's getting me out of the house, I love it, it's amazing. So yeah, I want to carry that on. And then I want to read, but I want to read more frequently. I actually want to stick to regularly reading. So, again, that is on the agenda. So that's everything, guys, in terms of what I'm looking to do. Hopefully you like the breakdown, and I'd love to see what your thoughts are. But thank you for watching today's video. If you have enjoyed it, please consider liking or at least joining me down in the comment section for a discussion. I'd love to hear your thoughts on my 2020 resolution, and I'd love to know if you're making one, and if so, if you've got any tips for keeping them. If you haven't already, consider joining my community by becoming a subscriber today and turning on notifications. It doesn't cost anything at all, and it will make sure that you never miss a video from me. Anyway, onwards to 2020, guys, for some more derping. I really look forward to having you on board as part of the Charade Gaming community for another year. Have a wonderful day and a phenomenal year, guys. Thank you so much for the ongoing support. Goodbye.